Hi, I am Janine of TBOQ Crochet. Good morning, good evening. I'm not sure at what time of the day you will see this, but hello and welcome back. I hope that you are having an amazing day thus far. In today's video, I will go over some whips that I currently have, and also talk a little bit about my sale that begins August 22nd in my Etsy shop. So let's get started. Currently I have 3 whips I have for my Etsy shop. It is 3 bags. I have this one and this yarn. If you have seen my shorts, I had to frog a project because it had been sitting for 2 months and I didn't really know where I was going with it. I started out as a messenger bag, and then I got an idea for another type of bag. But this is some of that yarn that I decided to use to make this bag. And this is gonna be a wristlet bag. I already have the lining in there. I just need to sew it down and just put the finishing touches on it. Like I'm gonna do a zipper on the top. So yeah, I have this in progress. This is another whip I have going. It's gonna be just like the this one, the gold one, or the mustard one that I just showed. So I'm currently trying to finish that one up. I have the lining for it. I just have to sew it down in there once I finish and put the finishing touches on her, accessorize them, however I'm gonna do that. But I'll get to that after I finish it. The third bag I have, now this idea started out as maybe being a 1-panel bag. And so let me take my my markers off, because I had stitch markers on it. So in this bag, as you can tell, I have my ends in the inside. I weaved it in a little bit, so I have to go back and kind of like make sure that I weaved in enough and cut off so that I can actually line the inside. So as you can see, it's like, the initial thing was doing a 1-panel bag, and it looks like, you know, it probably can fit an iPad, a book, or something like that, something like a book bag. But I decided that I'm gonna put some hips on this girl, because I think she needs some hips. I think she is too flat, and I think she needs a little bit of more substance to her. So I'm gonna put some hips on her on the side, and then I have the lining chosen out for her. So this is the lining. I have to cut it and then sew it down. So that's the 3 bags that I have that's in progress, and I plan on making sure that those bags are listed in the Etsy shop for the sale. For the sale, I also will add some headbands that I have that I had created with acrylic yarn. I have maybe about, I think, eight headbands I want to say they're headbands, sort of headbands, ear warmers, because they're big enough to cover the ear. So I'll put those, add those in. I think it would be a great idea to add those in for the sale instead of waiting after the sale and add them as a fall item. Just because to get rid of them. That's the goal, is to create and then you know, sell them or whatever you plan to do with them. So why not put them in and include them in the sale? And they all might sell. That is the goal, to make sure that they get sold. So that is what I have for my bags that I will add to the Etsy shop. Now I have 3 whips. Well, currently 2 that I have started and 1 that I actually want to begin. And they are personal projects for myself. The first one I'll show you. I'm working on a halter dress. And this is where I'm at. This is the top part. And I got down to there. I believe I'm supposed to go down to 90, do 90 rows all the way down. But I want to see, I'm gonna go down some more, work on it and see where it comes to. If it comes to my knee or whatever, that's where I want it to. And I probably will add some ruffles or something like that to it once I get to knee length. But right now it's around my waist area, or a little bit farther down. But this is one whip that I'm working on, one whip, shall I say, for myself. The second one that I started, now I started this one before I even started the dress. I started this one and then I stopped and I started working on my bags because I got the idea, but then I stopped to work on my bags. And sometimes I have to stop and give myself a day. Sometimes I'll go 2 days without crocheting because I have, like all crocheters, we do experience, you know, pain or difficulty in our hands and whatnot. But I also suffer with trigger finger is what it's called, what it's been diagnosed as. So I do have to give myself time to, in between my crochet projects, to make sure that my hand is, you know, it's healing, it's not aching, you know, and the thumb is not popping out of place or whatnot. But hey, if you're a crocheter and that's what you love to do and you find your peace within it, the hand, you work around it because you know, you find your peace in it. And that's what crochet has become to me. It has become my peace. When I crochet, I'm at peace. So I find ways around my hand problem, whether it's rubbing it down with some muscle rub, or if I ice it down or apply heat to it. I also seen somebody that had like a hand massager, so I said I would try that and see how that helps. But hey, when you love crochet and that is where you know, you find your peace and and you get mental clarity, and you get so creative with what you know, your creations. You find a way to kind of deal with it. So that's my way of dealing with it. Sometimes I'll go a day, 2 days without crocheting to kind of like help relieve and ease myself of the pain that I experience. So this right here, I started out, this is my the waistband for it. It's gonna be a skirt. So I started this one. I actually started on this one before I started the dress. So I stopped doing the dress to go back and do this. So what I kind of do is like I might start a project, and if I get an idea for something else, I'll stop and start what I got an idea for, just so I don't lose that idea. And then I'll go back to the other one. So I'll go back and forward between the two until I actually get them done. This dress, I may not even get to wear this dress until next spring or something like that. It has fall colors in it, but by it being a halter dress, if I was to choose to wear it, I'll probably have to cover up with a jacket or a cardigan. You know, I have some light color sweaters, like a cream color sweater that I can cover up. I think it's the color of this headband that I could probably cover up with it and wear over it, just so that I can wear it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't wear that until you know, once the season change and I'm able to wear it out. Now this skirt, this is a pretty this is and I caked this yarn up because it was falling apart. But this is a big twist yarn, and all of those, this is a big twist yarn as well, the dress. But this color yarn is, hold on, I think I have the yeah, it's a big twist acrylic yarn in the color, it's not burgundy, it is, I done forgot the color, y'all. But it's big twist. I don't want to say that it's a wine color. I had the tag for it. Hold on. Okay, the color of this yarn is magenta. So it's a big twist acrylic yarn in magenta. It says magenta. So yeah, I try to make sure that I keep my my labels just so I'll know, because like I said, I caked this yarn up because it was coming apart and it was all over the place. It was looking like that that t-shirt yarn that I did the short. And so I had to take my time and cake this yarn back up. And that was one reason why I stopped this. So I'm about to get back on this one just so I can get it going. And then I'll go back between the two. Now, if I really wanted to, I could have stopped this halter and just keep it as a halter top and wear it with the skirt, because the colors in it actually goes with this skirt, with the color, with magenta, you see. So if I wanted to, I can stop the dress, or I can go ahead and do the dress, and I can go back and do a top like this, not a halter top, but a top to go with the skirt. So, hey, you'll see the final results, because I might just do that. I might just go ahead on do the dress and then also do a top, and the top goes with the skirt. Now, the last thing, I have not started, but I wanted to actually crochet myself a cardigan. And I know it's going to be a granny square cardigan. I'm not sure what style granny square, if I'm going to do the traditional granny square or closed granny square, whatever. But I did choose my color because I wanted some brown, cream, like a forest green, little bit of black. And it's perfect because I won't even have to change over colors. So I won't have to worry about weaving in a lot, but just my tail end, you know, once I finish. So I love this yarn in the color camel. It's green camel. So as you can see, you have, I was trying to get some natural lighting in, but it looks like, you know, I know we're supposed to be getting some rain, but I was trying to get some natural light before I, for this video. But as I was saying, this is in green camel, and I love this yarn. So you know where I purchased it from. It came from Hobby Lobby, and I actually was able to get it for 30% off. So I bought 4 skins of it to start off, because I have to learn how to create garments for myself, learning my size, excuse me. You know, learning my size. And so I bought 4 skeins to start off with. So I'll see, you know, how far I get with that, if it takes all 4, or you know, how many it takes, if I need to go back for more or whatnot. So I'm excited. So as I was saying, I've been wanting to start just making sure that I begin working on stuff for my that market that I would like to do in December. It's a Christmas market, like I mentioned in one of my other videos. I did the market once before when I was creating jewelry, and so I wanted to get a head start because I sell primarily handbags. So I was going to create some other things for the little girls, you know, like scrunchies and different stuff for them, instead of just having items for their parents, catering to their parents, because it is a Christmas market for the children. So I wanted to get a head start on the granny square. So I've been actually doing a granny square a night, just to get myself a head start. That market has not opened up yet for you to actually put in your application and all of that yet, because they were doing summer activities. So it is a STEM association. And so yeah, so I've been working on granny squares every night. I just been trying to do 1 or 2. Last night I actually was able to complete 2, and I just started doing them. So these are the granny squares that I'm working on. They're the traditional granny squares. I'm gonna weave in my ends once I, you know, kind of get myself caught up with how many I want to do. So I wanted to create some granny square bags. So I started with these colors, which I think are pretty nice. I actually want to do some fall colors. So I'll do some fall colors once I figure out what colors I want to do. I'll probably do like a pumpkin, a brown, maybe a cream color or something like that. I'll play around with the colors to see what color scheme I come up with. But yeah, that is basically it. Everything that I have been working on. It looks like a lot, but it's not a lot, because it gives me an opportunity to rest my hands some. Like, I know I work with t-shirt yarn primarily, and it is bulky yarn. It can be bulky. It is considered bulky, should I say. But with me purchasing the yarn from Temu, it has a little bit of silk in it. So it kind of like help. It's a little softer. But me having, you know, my working with the bulky yarn, if I'm doing too much and my hand begins to hurt, I still want to crochet. I'm able to crochet with a lighter yarn and still be able to get some work completed, instead of having to just not do anything. Now, I do have my days where like I said, I don't do anything. I'll go 1 day, I'll go 2 days at the most with not crocheting at all. But yeah, that's what I have going on. It's really not a lot. It gives you an opportunity to pick up something. I can always pick up one thing, or if I have a problem and I see that, hey, this project is not going where, you know, I initially thought it would go, then, you know, I can actually, you know, pick up and work on something else and give my mind some time to see where I want to go with that project that I just had left off with. So yeah, that's what I have going on. Now let's get back to the sale. The sale begins August 22nd and it runs through September 19th. Yes, it is a whole month long, because I am really trying to clear out that Etsy shop and take my bags to another level. I have some ideas of what I want to do, and it'll mainly include my bags, because that's what I really want the shop to focus on. And with me just focusing on bags, I can actually take my time and make sure that my patterns are correct, and eventually I can move forward to sharing my patterns. So I think with me focusing clearing out my Etsy shop of the hats and everything, and just focusing on one item, it gives me a clear opportunity to focus on making sure my patterns are correct. Things are written down. That way I can actually share them, and they can be made available for purchase. So that is where I would like to go. So in order to move forward, I need to actually clear that Etsy shop out. So the goal is to sell out. So if it takes that whole month to sell out, then that's what I'm gonna do. If it takes 2 weeks for everything to go, hey, it takes 2 weeks. Now, if I get to September 19th and I see that, hey, look, it's not going anywhere, or if I have, you know, a lot of items left, then maybe I'll wait and do another sale closer to you know, to Christmas, and see if I can get rid of everything. If I don't get everything cleared out, it's no big deal. I'm not gonna make a big, you know, hey, I know times are hard for some people, and you know, people are not buying like they used to, are not at the moment. So hey, the goal is to sell and clear it out and get started for something else. And so that is it. If, like I said, if I sell out, good, that's great. If I don't, I'll do something else to push it. I can drop the discount, you know, for more. So that is the goal for the shop, and that is my whips I have. So what are you guys working on? Are you working on personal projects for yourself? Do you have an Etsy shop? Do you have a website? I would eventually like to move in that direction as well, but that's down the road. So yeah, what are you guys working on? Comment, like this video if you have, you know, seen or heard what you like in this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, if you have any suggestions of videos that I should do, just drop a comment. I am always open to other ideas, and see what my subscribers and my audience have to say about you know, this channel. So I will try my best. I'm trying to get used to the platform and how I should upload videos, how often I should upload. I'm trying not to, you know, get overwhelmed with it or anything like that. Just take it day by day as the day unfold. And I think that that is the best thing that you can do, is just take life in itself day by day and as it unfolds. And I think you'll be in a good spot by doing it that way. So if you guys have any you know, fall color suggestions, color scheme for some granny square little bags, they will be little small bags. It may be 2 granny squares, or I may do fold them and do like something like this for the little girls. Hold on, you know, something like this. You get the concept, I think. if I was to do like a three granny square and fold them in half like a triangle, and do 3 like that. And I think that would be a cute, you know, little bag, and put the strap on it for the little girl. So if you guys have a color scheme, you know, maybe some cream brown, and I'm thinking maybe a pumpkin color for fall, it by being a Christmas theme market, maybe some Christmas color granny square. Yeah, so I'll be working on that, crocheting some scrunchies, and maybe a few other things, some headband or something like that for the little girls, for that market. So I think that this is it for this video. I have went over the sale. Like I said, it's gonna start out at 25% off, but items that have been sitting for a while will be most likely 50% off, just so that I can kind of like clean that out and move forward to what I have in mind for where I want the shop to actually go. So that is it. So if you have made it all the way through to the end of this video, I thank you very much for taking the time to watch my videos. I thank you for the likes. It doesn't cost anything to like, just a tap of your finger, just like that. So I mean, if you can give me a like on the video, comment, it just takes a few seconds to do that, not long at all. I appreciate all of you, and I hope that your day is going in the direction that it needs to go in. So like I said, like my video, comment my video, comment on it, share it. If you have not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing. If you think that I can improve in some type of way to move forward on this platform, hey, give me the suggestions. I'm open to suggestions. Feedback is great, whether it's good or bad. I look at it as good, you know. It's good in some type of way. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.